Welcome back, everybody. My next guest tonight is a Tony and Emmy Award-winning actor you know from movies including The French Dispatch, The Batman, and American Fiction. He now stars in the new thriller series, The Agency. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Jeffrey Wright. Hi, Jeffrey Wright. Good to see you again.
Hello, Stephen.
2024
Yes.
marks 30 years since you won the Tony Award for playing Belize in Angels in America.
I was 5 years old.
There you go. There you are, playing Belize, and
Wow.
Ron Liebman as Roy Cohn in the original Broadway production at the Walter Kerr Theater in 1993. You know, you can kind of measure modern Broadway from like before Angels in America and after Angels in America. It was such a significant, such a mammoth work, you know, just in the scale of it and the reverberations, the artistic community. What was it like to do that play at that time?
Well, you know, I think we should all be so fortunate at times in our lives to say, I am doing what I am meant to be doing. And there were moments on stage when I felt that I'm where I should be in the world. It was incredibly powerful. I would look out in the audience at times and you would see people who were visibly sick of this disease, AIDS, who were perhaps dying. And this play was an opportunity for their struggles, their concerns, their challenges to be validated, their lives to be celebrated. In a way that changed me forever. And it was early in my career, relatively so, and it gave me a sense that, you know what, this work can be important. Because as well, what followed, and it was part of a wave of things that led to this, activism, other works of art, communities coming together to push legislative change that would actually expand the rights of this country to people who had been marginalized previously. So it said to me, you know, this work can make a difference. And I think particularly, you just had Hakeem Jeffries on here, who was, before they redrew the district lines, my congressman in Brooklyn. I think that there's a responsibility not only for folks like him to step up now, but for artists as well, and storytellers to do what we can to raise the discourse, to call out what is right and call out what is wrong, and play a role as those who can help drive our vision toward a more progressive society alive. I think we have a responsibility now more than ever. Not to back down.
You then went on to play Belize again in the HBO miniseries directed by Mike Nichols, for which you won an Emmy. Here you are playing Belize again, and this time with Al Pacino as Roy Cohn. I've always wanted to interview Mr. Pacino. Haven't had a chance to do it yet. Look forward to it, hopefully someday. What was he like to work with?
Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. But I tell you, I was doing that film with him in the morning. I was doing a play on Broadway, Top Dog, Underdog, in the evening. So I'd go to work with him and everyone else, Meryl Streep and everyone else who was involved in the show. And then about 6 o'clock, I would duck out and come up to do the show. There were days where I could barely stand up on stage because working with Al Pacino, even though he was playing Roy Cohn, a dastardly character who was dying and I was his nurse, even though he was playing a dying man, he did that with more energy than anyone you could possibly imagine. He dies.
He died at you harder?
Oh my God, he dies hard. It was incredible work.
You've had a chance recently to work with someone else you're particularly close to, a talented young actor named Elijah Wright. Tell me about this young man.
Oh my goodness, wow. Well, that's my son. Who will be seen next year in his first film role. public film. I've been in some of his films. He's a director as well. I played a monster, a ghoul, in a film that he directed when he was about 7 years old and barely could hold a camera. But I'm in Spike Lee's next movie with Denzel Washington, which is based on Akira Kurosawa's film High and Low, which is a beautiful film. Spike is revisiting that film and setting it in New York with Denzel playing the lead, and I'm playing his right-hand man. And so we were rehearsing, Spike and I, one day, and he says to me, Elijah's reading with Denzel on Monday. You're gonna audition with him. I said, what? So Elijah is studying out in California, but he's also been auditioning. He wants to act, he makes music, he wants to direct, he has a full range of interests. But he had been up for this part. The process took many months. Ultimately, unfortunately, he did not get the part, but the casting director was the same casting director for Spike's movie, and apparently she had sent him Elijah's tape with a chance of playing my son in the movie. So Spike says he's reading with Denzel. I'm like, okay, all right. So this is on a Friday. That following Monday, Elijah goes in and reads with Denzel, and I get this call from Denzel, and he says, we thought it was going to work out. He did his best, but this one's he's just not up for it for this one. I said, wait, what, dude? What are you talking about? You're calling from his phone. So clearly something's up here. And he said, yeah, man, he got the part, and that's nice. It was really cool.
That's nice.
But that's the first step. He got the part, and then I have to say I'm biased, but he does some beautiful work in this film. So much so that I was working with him, and I was having to keep up. I was like, oh, because we have our tricks, that we play. We do that, and that guy has no tricks. He's just bringing it straight and like organic and beautiful. So I'm very proud of him. Super proud of him.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely. We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Jeffrey Wright, everybody. Stick around.